Perform a waste that will be true.
I'll be glad, so will you.
I'll be glad, so will you.
Am I right or wrong?
You're right. You're right.
A soldier in the United States Army. That's something to be proud of, because it took weeks of tough, intensive basic training to make it happen. Valuable training in weapons and other military subjects, thorough training in physical fitness and teamwork. And where does our story start? On a bus, on the way to the Army Training Center at Fort Knox. There's apprehension and anticipation of what is to come.
I want to see what's happening. I want to see what I'm getting into.
On an impulse. I just did.
Well, I just thought it'd be a good way to further my education, and I'd be doing something good, too, for the country. I'm sort of killing two birds with one stone.
But it doesn't take long to find out what you're supposed to do. The Army has a carefully outlined plan that starts now at the reception station of the Fort Knox Training Center.
Good evening, gentlemen. I would like to welcome you to the United States Army Reception Station, Fort Knox. During the next 30 minutes, you'll be filling out essential forms to make your official military records. If you have any questions during the process, don't be afraid to raise your hand.
This is the longest night and the shortest. You roll out early and begin your Army life. And what better way to begin than with an Army haircut?
Gentlemen, this is where you're going to receive your haircut during your stay here at the reception station. I will explain to you how the hair will be cut. It will not present a ragged or unkempt hair.
I'd describe it about an inch on the top and about a half inch on the sides and thin around the ears.
It feels like the testicle weight off my head. Cold. Wish I had it back. Cold head.
And to go along with that new haircut, the Army provides you with new uniforms.
It's a little tight.
I'd take it out.
Sizes are carefully checked from the top to the bottom.
What style drawers you want, son? Jockey
About
or
each.
30, small t-shirt, small size.
A lot of things happen to you these first few days. ID tags are issued, your eyes are examined, and you receive a dental checkup.
Each recruit that comes in has a full mouth panoramic X-ray, which is a full X-ray of the whole mouth.
You get shots. Some hurt, some don't. You're given a series of classification tests.
Okay, George, looking at your contract, I see that you're guaranteed Europe, and the MOS is armor. Is that armor crewman or reconnaissance? Okay, now you realize the difference between the two. Armor crewman is with the larger tanks. Armor reconnaissance is with the small scouting tanks. And you've chosen armor crewman, right?
Right.
And
Okay,
along the way, you're introduced to the chaplain. He's a friend that's always there whenever you need someone to talk to.
Good afternoon, men. What I'd like to do while you're here for the next 45 minutes is introduce you to the chapel first of all, and to the chaplain second. This is Tower Chapel. It is your chapel for the next 6.7 weeks that you're going to be here. We want you to feel that this is your chapel. The only reason this chapel is here is because you're here.
By the end of the
I want
week,
you to feel
you've
at
been
home here.
eased out of civilian life and into military life. Now it's time to get down to business as you're assigned to a company and you start your basic combat training. And to welcome you to basic combat training is the first general most of you have ever seen. But he won't be the last. In the weeks ahead, you literally spend every hour together, asleep or awake. And other members of your company become your closest friends. You go everywhere together. And in basic combat training, or BCT, when you go anywhere, you march.
Ready, whoa. 1, 2. Move, left. Move, left. Move, left. Move, left. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. march, high, halt, stop, halt, right, hey, free, son, halt, order, halt, and then remember what they've been. Fingers extended and joined together.
And one of the first stops in BCT is to pick up what is to be your closest companion, the M16 rifle. Now, the training schedule calls for some 72 hours of training with this weapon, but when you consider that your M16 is your constant companion, it adds up to a very close friendship.
Good morning, men. I would like to welcome you to Canby Hill Rifle Range. During period 1 of basic rifle marksmanship, you learn how to disassemble and assemble your M16A1 rifle. You also learn the care, maintenance, and cleaning of your weapon. Here today, during period 2 of BRM, you will actually be able to fire 6 rounds from the prone unsupported firing position.
Now we're going to fire period 3. Now period 3 consists of firing 18 rounds of ammunition. The way we fire this is that we fire one 6-round magazine. In that 6-round magazine, we have one dummy round. This makes it so that you will have to apply immediate action.
Yes, firing line is ready. Fires. Unlock your weapon. Watch your lane. First target's up.